everyone. This is Special Agent Frangaj, and I'm here to inform you of a recent embezzlement fraud by Anchor Capital by their 2 employees. This is a vital matter that does not get as much public scrutiny, but we want to make sure that we bring it to light. We had a FISA warrant, and it is how we were able to get the video. And there are no more further information, and when we do, we'll make sure to let you know.
Okay, so did you check on Adam's file today?
Yeah, I did. I was just waiting on you.
Sure.
So this guy has his own architecture company. He is currently working on a project overseas in Dubai.
Nice. So if we take out money, you won't notice.
Exactly. So when and how much?
Well, how much does he have?
He has close to $1 billion.
Wow. Even better. So let's take out about 500 for now, 500,000 for now. We can always take out more next week if this one works.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
So let's get to work. And my part is done.
One more second. And it is done.
Hi, good morning. This is Vilma Lewis, and we are here to speak on the most recent events of Anchor Capital and the embezzlement that occurred by 2 of their employees. And we're here with Mark Chiaffi to further discuss what white-collar crime is essentially, and what are some of the steps to avoid that, and so on. Hi, Mark, and thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So why don't we start talking about first what white-collar crime is and what the beginning steps of that are.
White-collar crime is a very broad subject that is extremely difficult to even define just because of how many different levels there are to it. In the 1930s, it was originally coined by Edward Sutherland. And he pretty much said that white-collar crime may be defined approximately as a crime committed by a person of respectability and a high social status in the course of his occupation. Now, white-collar crime varies entirely. There's different crimes such as fraud, bribery, Ponzi schemes, cyber crimes, money laundering, identity theft, and forgery. That could be anywhere from signing away someone's checks or even, like you signing someone else's name and stealing money from their bank account. And also embezzlement. Now, embezzlement is something that is in what we're talking about today, I'm assuming.
Correct, yes, we're specifically going to focus on embezzlement. So what would you say is a way of, or how could you possibly avoid from being a victim of embezzlement?
Well, it's tricky because embezzlement really, it refers to financially motivated, like a nonviolent crime from stealing money from a business or from someone that's rich. So it's extremely difficult to even get rid of it. Because the general public is not truly educated and they don't really know too much about white-collar crime, and the media often doesn't portray it
Correct.
on the TV, it's very hard to even to completely eradicate it from the entire world. And people have access to the internet and their phones now, so literally people can go on at any given time and steal money from someone else's account. I mean, you could be standing on the subway next to me, someone could watch that person type their password in for their bank account, and
Correct.
that could literally change
Pretty
everything.
scary, but very true, yes.
So I mean, it all depends on how much of the general public knows about white-collar crime and how much the media portrays it. And unfortunately, there's a lot more things going on right now than worrying about someone stealing $1 million from a rich person,
Correct.
Most people just look at it as like, he's got plenty of money, he doesn't have to worry about it, But like, unfortunately, this is a crime it's a non-violent crime, and it affects thousands of people all around the world. And there's really no way to prevent it other than educating the general public of what actually is going on with white-collar crime and how we can maybe protect societies more, protect the internet more, but
Okay.
Then again, most people don't want to do that. So it's very tricky.
So essentially what you're saying is that it's just one of the most vital aspects of this is to inform the public on what embezzlement is, or rather what any white-collar crime is, and just kind of like keep a close watch to their accounts or anything that's maybe a red flag.
Exactly. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's, everyone deals with this in some way, like there's times where people go into their bank accounts and they notice hundreds of dollars missing, and then there's really high status people that notice millions of dollars missing,
Right.
But since they're not checking all the time, or they have so much money, they don't have so much time, people aren't looking at
Multiple
their bank account.
accounts,
Exactly.
offshore accounts.
Exactly. People aren't looking and trying to figure out, where money came from or where there is. They don't know, So
Right.
the only way that you can notice it more is if you're watching your bank account more, you're looking at things more, and you're focusing on, you know, where your money's going, how your money's getting there, who's in charge of your money, making sure that you
Right.
have a respectable person that's in charge of your money. These are all things that you can use to prevent it, you know, but it's really hard to say because, you know, it's so easy to do now with everyone having a phone in their hands and having access to the
Right.
entire internet. It's very difficult to change.
Right, and globalization, I'm sure, does not help
No,
either
not at
with
all.
this situation.
I mean, people would rather have a cell phone than water, you know, so
Correct,
it
correct.
doesn't even matter.
Very true. Well, thank you so much, Mark, and thank
course.
you for being here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hello, good morning. This is Vilma Frangai, and we're here due to the most recent events of embezzlement by Anchor Capital.
I can't, I'm sorry.
Of embezzlement by Anchor Capital, and here we have Mark Chiaffi, and we're going. Capital and the most recent event of embezzlement by that company, and we are here with Mark Chiaffi to discuss. What the fuck? White collar crime is, and what the beginning steps of that are.
Well, white collar crime is very tricky in many ways. There's tons of different crimes which